K-L-E-E, and we pronounce it like it's spelled K-L-A-Y, because he's from Switzerland. He was Swiss, and that's the pronunciation, Swiss pronunciation. Paul Klee's inspiration came from nature, music, and he had a wonderful imagination. He liked to create fanciful and whimsical compositions. So whimsical, that's the unpredictable thing. When you saw the video just a second ago, you saw this one that was the man, and he likes to use geometric shapes. Can somebody tell me what a geometric shape is? Name one. Triangle. A triangle, good. In the eye, there's a triangle, and can you tell me what? A circle. A circle. His head is a circle. Yeah. A square. A square. His neck was a square. So he liked to combine things. His artwork was called abstract. It's not realistic. Let's see here. So they didn't look real. On the first paper that Mrs. Lindsay's going to be passing out to you, we're going to be working with abstract shapes because Paul Klee used his imagination to draw his ideas, and his work does not look real. On the video that you just saw, it said you'll be using lines as well as geometric shapes. A line is a dot that goes through a walk. That is just fantastic. Just thinking about, take that dot and just take it for a walk. Geometric shapes on your first page that you're going to get there can make an abstract tree. When you get your papers, you probably all have them about now, you'll see the realistic tree in the middle, and then you'll see, I'm going to get mine on here now. So the realistic tree is this one, and this one is abstract. Do you see how they took an oval, a circle, a square, and a triangle, and they put them together and made this abstract tree. So using simple geometric shapes, we're going to have you try making your own abstract. Oh, right now we need to get out just pencils and crayons. Tomorrow is when you're going to be learning this. The paint. Well, you should probably write your name on your paper because all your papers will be same. Except until you get your own geometric shapes on there. So, but yeah, let's do that. So he used repeating shapes to make our eyes move. He liked to create movement with color and texture. And he would take one shape and use it over and over, and that would make your eye kind of move along. So go ahead and make your own abstract tree in this box that they have given you. You can use the triangle wherever you would like it, or a rectangle, oval. I think I will make different size circles. No, you make your, that is
looking for a
an
pencil?
example of an abstract tree. Good question, Andy. But you get to make your own.
Awesome.
You can use those shapes or you can use other geometric shapes. A hexagon is a geometric shape. A rectangle, even a rhombus if you wanted to get really wild with your tree. It's up to you because nothing is wrong in art. What we are doing is we are using Paul Klee's style, which is abstract. And we're going to use our own imagination to come up with whatever kind of a tree we want to in this. And then when you're finished doing that, you can use simple geometric shapes and go down and make a geometric house and even a geometric tent and a person. Remember, this is how he did his person.
Whoa.
It's got the triangles in there, and it's got ovals, circles. Look at the mouth. The mouth are two funny little squares put together there. And then you can see that he's put squares for the cheeks and different spots, which tomorrow when we actually work with the paint, and it's tempera wash is what he uses. So you'll use very little paint tomorrow and a lot of water to get that look. And today you're going to practice mostly doing your ideas of abstract, what you think an abstract picture using geometric shapes will look like. Yeah. And so go ahead and continue doing that on this first page. On the bottom down here, while you're drawing, I will be telling you a little bit more about movement. He used repeating shapes to make our eyes move, and also balancing the color makes our eyes move around. So, can anybody tell me, on the color wheel, we have warm and cold colors. Can somebody remember what a warm color might be? Just give me an example. I know Andy knows. How about right back there? Yes. I'm sorry, I don't know names. Red? Red. Red is a very warm color. You're correct, yes.
Yellow is a pretty warm color.
Yellow is on the warm side. And one more warm one. Yes.
Me? Orange.
Orange. Okay. Andy, because I didn't let you answer the red one because you have red on. What's a cold color?
Blue.
A blue. And way back there.
Purple.
Purple is on the blue side and right here.
Black.
You know, I would imagine, I'm not positive on that.
Grandma, the night is cold.
Oh, night is cold. Good job, Andy. We'll go with night is cold. Yes. Yes. Can you think of a cooler color?
Green.
Green is on that side. Good job, you guys. You know the difference between a warm and a cold color. The warm colors make things come forward in your picture, and a cold color has them move back. And so when you're doing your pictures tomorrow where you're using paint, you can remember to use the cool or the warm color to do what you want. Today when you're working with your crayons, you can also do the same thing. Because Paul Klee really enjoyed a lot of color. As you can see, he was a colorful artist. I've got another picture here that I'm going to show you real quick while you're still working on that. When you go down to the movement, on here it says that this is a still, and it's just one triangle, and then when it moves, it kind of looks like it's dancing there, doesn't it, that triangle? Because there's a lot of them, and so your eye is moving. So you pick whatever shape you want and make it still, and then go on and make it move by adding a lot of them into the box.
I didn't want it. No, I didn't have it.
We just started handing out the second.
Yes, the second paper will be
You
coming
wanna-
around.
Yeah.
So repeating the lines and shapes and with color can create your eyes and make it look like there's a lot of movement, as I just said. And pattern can also add movement to the composition. Yeah, good job. Everybody's idea. I like your house with all the with a round door and a round chimney. That's great. When I was saying that Paul Klee likes to work with music inspires him, on your next paper that we're going to do, we will talk about the different sounds, what it can do. But last year you went on a field trip to, you did go to the orchestra. You went to, I don't remember where you went. Libby Gardner Hall. I wrote it down so I would remember where you went. You went to Libby Gardner Hall on the University of Utah campus, some of you that went to school here last year. And if you remember, they demonstrated, there were some students, not from our classrooms, but from the university, that were there actually doing an artwork of their own, and they were listening to the music, and their pictures were actually, or their compositions, I guess is the correct way to say it, were being created as they heard the different sounds and what they were thinking of. And that's what Paul Klee likes to do. He likes to listen to music. He used to, in the video, they mentioned that he enjoyed listening to the violin, or he played his violin before he would actually start his art for the day. And that would give him some feeling and movement. And I guess the undulation, that would be the rising and the falling of the musical waves. So anyway, on the next paper, we can move along to the next paper, paper number 2.
Everybody's got that one, right? It says movement at the top.
It's our one about the movement.
That one's yours.
And Klee used color to make our eyes move. We only get this in black and white, but you can still get an idea that balancing color makes our eyes move around the composition, because you can tell that it's very, very dark here, and then kind of gray, and then the lighter tones. And so our eye is working to see that. And that is the first treehouse. By the way, tomorrow you're going to be doing a treehouse. That was what his one painting was called, was the treehouse. And he
You
did
want
that.
to do the secret now?
Yes. We get to move along to this movement one, yes. I must have been unclear on that.
What do we have to do?
The second rectangle balances the colors. So try to make your eyes move around the composition, because it's all balanced there. So now down here, when we talked about the line, repeating lines and shapes and colors can create patterns, and patterns also add movement, and they did to Paul Klee's work. Use an interesting line and create a pattern. See, they made a wavy line there, and you can make whatever line shape you want and repeat it over and over. It can be a simple line. You can make these straight lines and go down and down and down, or you can go this way with your lines. Whichever way you want your lines to go, just make a pattern with a line. My line is just basically a straight line, but it's still making a pattern. And then when you choose a shape, they've given you a square. You can make whatever shape you would like and just repeat it over and over and over. And then it'll make a pattern if you do it over and over. You can add color. I don't have any color up here right now, but I could add color either behind mine, or I could make every shape the same color. It's kind of fun to decide what shape you want to do, and watch it come and progress as you keep adding them. From here I can see, I'm going to walk around for a second and just see what you guys all have. Oh, I love your pink and gray pattern. And good job, Andy. I like how you've got yours going over and over. Let me see what colors you chose. Oh, good job. Everybody's are so different. And that's what's so interesting, that you're doing his style, but you're doing your very own work. Good job. So tomorrow, when you actually make your masterpiece, you'll already know kind of what shapes you enjoy doing the most. If you like doing the lines, or if you like doing the geometric shapes. Or actually, you can combine them. I'll have you look up here for just one sec. And this is the actual painting that he did called The Tree House. See how bright that is? And
That's amazing.
And do you see how he's got just the geometric shape here, and in his birds, he has you can kind of see a triangle here, and the tail has little triangles in it, and then in the bird's wings, he's got a pattern, and I can see, but I don't know that you can see it that well, but it happens to be just little, it looks like little V's, but he's used a V and a V and a V and a V all over to create the pattern in the bird. And then his other pattern that he uses is the ladder going up the tree house. It's just the lines and then the broken lines to make the ladder. And do you see how his ladder goes from here to here to here? Kind of interesting. And then his tree houses, he's basically made this great big funny trunk of a tree, and then he's added tree houses on the different branches. That's not realistic, is it? That's not how a tree grows. Just a trunk with big huge spots for a house or something. So he has squares, and then his windows are more squares, and then his roof line is a triangle with a circle on top. So he definitely has an abstract style. Well, that would be okay, but today, thank you, we are going to leave the lights on so that everybody can see what they're doing. Thank you. And did everybody move along and get this? Down here, where we've talked about making the sound visual, Klee often painted sound. On our first one over here, this is what he drew when he thought of a drum. It kind of, a drum is boom, boom, boom. And so his lines are quite straight and then turn so they do a big jag. They're not wavy and smooth like he has over here for the flute. So you can put down what you think a line would look like, or a pattern would look like, with the sound of a drum going boom, boom, boom. Sometimes drums go faster than that too, so you can do a fast drum. And then the flute is a very wavy line. Then they want us on our paper here to think of another interesting sound. Then you're going to tell me what your sound is in the line, or down here where it says what your sound is, and then draw a picture of that. It does not have to be a musical sound per se, but you can think of a piano. Those can go actually quite loud, or they can slow. And depending on what you draw there, that would be what I would figure out how you were playing the piano. And there are other instruments. Another one that would be similar to a drum that would just kind of make a
a soup sound, I guess, is how we would say it, would be the cymbals, because it clanks really loud together. Or any percussion instrument that you can think of would be similar to the drum beating. It would be a beat versus something that was slow. Another sound that wouldn't be a musical sound of a musical instrument, you could think of, like, if you heard a bird, you might want to show me what you would think of if you heard a bird out there singing. And it looks like you guys are doing fantastic on your patterns and your movement,
I think
and
you're going to need a couple more. Here's a couple more.
now I think we're getting ready for our third page, which when you get it, it's going to look like this. It is an abstract treehouse.
Beautiful.
Look, they have used the tree trunk goes up, and these curved lines are actually your leaves of your tree. And this is your roots and where it comes out from the bottom. And what you get to do, you've learned several ways now that Klee moved our eyes around with lines and shapes and colors. You're going to add a few of the abstract things. Over here on the side, it shows you an abstract fish and some arrows and another abstract house. And look at the bird, the way they've used all the triangles and circles, and that's all. Similar with the fish, they've done an oval and some triangles. And the way they've done the leaves, now this pattern down, these are the different patterns down here. I don't know if any of you have come up with these patterns yourself, but they add interest, and you can put them either on your roof or up in your leaves, wherever you would like to put some pattern. You can put patterns in the roof line. See, I'm going to put just these little, like this, and then it makes the roof on my tree house look completely different. If you would like to add another tree house, you can definitely add a tree house wherever you would like. You can also add a ladder, a moon, a person like this one, a small tent, whatever you would like to add to your picture, but you don't have to add all of it. Just a few things, because if you add everything, then your picture is going to get kind of cluttered. But then you're going to color your composition, keeping in mind that your warm colors will be toward the foreground of your picture, or at least will make your eye look like it's in the foreground. And the cooler colors will balance it in the back. He doesn't always use the color because with being abstract, with the eyes that you see on his face up here, or his head, they're red, and most of us don't have red eyes unless we haven't slept. But normally you would not think of red as the color of the eyes, so that's very abstract. So you can make the leaves whatever color you would like. You're just doing his style, but it is your composition. And so I'm coming around to see all these